The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, Sooner to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cowboys have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the first possession of the game. The whole perception of how successful your season is.
teams that simply do not like each other. The emotion always runs so high, and historically, David, this has been a game that has massive conference implications.
Well, and you think about the state of Oklahoma, all the fans, the division amongst each other, so much juice coming into this game. Got to handle the nerves well and start fast.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's McDuffie. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Oklahoma has dominated this rivalry, guys, so much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt, Oklahoma, they have owned this series against their in-state rival. But, David, you know, in rivalry games, you got to throw the records out the window because of the emotion that's played on game day.
So much emotion, so much hatred. You throw it out because, listen, you got nothing to lose. Everybody expects Oklahoma to win this game every year. So if I'm the Cowboys, I can take chances, try to make plays, try to make something good happen early.
Quick handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they did tack on the extra point. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
The inside handoff. At the 35, he's got room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He's up to 41 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. They'll throw it on 1st down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. This rivalry dates back to 1904, and the story goes, guys, that the ball got loose once, rolled down a hill, went into a creek, and both teams went in there and fought for it.
And isn't that just what rivalry should be about? We'll fight you. We'll meet you anywhere, in a creek, wherever. We know, Jesse, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, they don't like each other.
Put your face in the fan, put your face in the creek, and get that football. I love that. And this really is a storied tradition between these two schools. You don't necessarily have to be from the state of Oklahoma to appreciate that. When Oklahoma State plays Oklahoma, man, that is must-watch TV.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sooners are marching down the field. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Finds a man on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it to credit. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt them. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 20. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Casey. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Oklahoma State got a rare but most satisfying close victory the last time they saw the Sooners.
And it was such a big game for the Pokes, and you got to feel great if you're their coaching staff watching how their team responded late in the game when it was on the line. They were able to make those plays. David, they know they're expecting another dogfight today.
Yeah, it's big for their confidence. When you get a win, listen, Oklahoma has dominated this series, but when you get a win, you've got that confidence. You can show the team, we can do this. So they're looking to build on 1 and get 2 in a row.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Catch in the middle. It's Duarte. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Up-tempo for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. At the 14-yard line. 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Swings it out to his running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll give it to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. On the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now the pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Power ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Incomplete, the defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Mendoza. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This is a 3rd and long. The give. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. He's piled up 65 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Duarte. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. It's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Looking for room, it's McCoy. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Bulls are
so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some... And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make a play, but there's a reason they play defense, not just...
Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. The Sooner schooner is rolling in high gear as Oklahoma has built a big lead.
And, man, what a great job by this offense later in this ball game as we get in the second half, Jesse. Now they're putting the pressure back on the Cowboys on the other side.
And it just feels like Oklahoma is the team that's been able to handle the emotion the best. They were able to get themselves settled, I think, earlier in this game, playing within themselves. And here they are now in the second half, and the Sooners are pulling away.
A 1st down for the offense. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got his man.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Good timing on the quick out. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man. Versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This offense has a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the tailback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying away.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. In general, run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The lone back's got it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's McCoy. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Looking for space to the left. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out route. Spin, still running. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's McCoy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. The give and tick, 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 tick. And they're able to make the tackle.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown Sooners! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did.